This place has seen better days, but it's not my... I swear if I wasn't around, Elgrim would forget to eat his meals. How we make any coin at all is beyond me. In fact, I need to arrange for someone to pick up an ore sample for me in Shore's stone. Goodness knows Elgrim won't lift a finger to do it. You would? Oh, that would be wonderful. Speak to Filnyar in Shore's stone. He's got some sort of ore sample he wants us to identify and was willing to pay us well for it. When Elgrim said we were setting up shop down here, I told him he would catch his death. The dirt, the moisture, is disgusting. Who wants to spend their life living like a skeever? But that old bellyacre just fed me some nonsense about light ruining his mixtures and being close to the water. Ah. I know how to mix a few basic potions, but I'm nowhere near as skilled as a master alchemist. I've picked up a few tricks by reading the tomes scattered all over the shop, but I don't have the knack to pull off half of the formulas. I wish Elgrim had spent more time tutoring me than that Ingun girl. Oh, no, I didn't mean it that way. Elgrim can barely put on his own shoes, let alone have the energy to pursue a young girl. He's been gushing about how talented Ingun is at alchemy. He'd never say it to her face. That's not his way. I just think Elgrim's taken it upon himself to mentor the young thing, so he focuses a lot of attention on her. Be careful. The road to Shore's stone could be dangerous.
Any luck gathering those ingredients?
You here for lessons like Ingun? Or did you wish to buy some?
Have you managed to... This place...
Yes,
Take a look. Be careful. The road to Shore's stone could be dangerous.
You've brewed a truly vile poison there. I pity the
Take a
beast
look.
that tastes that.
Be careful. The road...
after we could always use help picking quad. Honest pay for honest work. Honest pay for honest work.
Hootwithin, a few days ago, some thieves from Riften broke in here and stole it. Can you imagine? It's the only thing of value we had. If you have the guts to head into the Ratway and get my bow back, I'll pay you what I can. Thanks. It'll be nice to have it back. Means a lot to me. Are you kidding me? We're all alone out here except for a few guards who couldn't give a damn about us. We make easy pickings for thieves looking to steal everything we worked so hard for. Not only did they take my bow, but they took all of our coin as well. Nothing's sacred to these people. I bumped into them when I was coming back to my farm after buying supplies. I know those lowlifes took it with them back to the Ratway. They left an unmistakable stench behind. It was a family heirloom. I can't even put a price on how much that thing means to me. The Ratway is somewhere under Riften. Shouldn't be too tough to find.
I hope you haven't arrived here looking for work in the... It's about time. I sent them a letter weeks ago. Ah, that Elgrim. He'd forget his own pants if his wife didn't help him dress. Here you go. Tell Half-Yord that she can chip off whatever she thinks is a fair trade for their time. Red Belly Mine gets its name from the red mist filling the place. You get used to it after a while. Kind of smells like the hot springs out in the tundra. No idea what's causing it, though. Sure, it's full of spiders. That's what's wrong with it. Almost killed Grogmar and me when they showed up. I'm worried that they'll come out of the mine looking for food soon. Then we're in even bigger trouble. Yeah, they're as useless as a fifth wheel on a wagon. Gave me some sort of line about keeping an eye out for enemy soldiers. What's the point in protecting this place if the mine's completely useless? Idiots. Wait, you mean you killed every last one of them? I can't believe it. Finally, we can reopen the mine and put Shore's stone back on the map. Here, please accept this gift as a token of our gratitude. Red Belly is supposed to be nothing but an iron mine. Been working it for years. Then, right before the spiders had moved in, we found that chunk of ore. Never seen anything like it. I want to know what I'm dealing with before I start tearing it out of the ground. Don't kid yourself. Stone runs in our blood.
Don't suppose you'd enchant my sword. Dull old blade can barely cut butter.
Heard about you and your honeyed word. Imperials think we need their laws.
Welcome to Shore Stone. Would you happen to be headed towards Darkwater Crossing? I might be a woman, but I can crack rock with the best of them. Be careful in there. You can take a nasty spill. My parents live there. I usually make the journey to bring them gifts and to just say hello, but I haven't been well lately. I've written some letters and placed them in a satchel. Perhaps you wouldn't mind delivering it to them on my behalf? You would? Well then, I would insist on rewarding you for your time. Here, take my satchel and give it to my father, Werner. He'll likely have something for you to bring back. I had a bad fall in the mine when I was bringing some food to the men. I was pretty bad off for a while. But a priest of Mara was passing through on his way to Dawnstar and healed me to the best of his abilities. I'm still pretty sore and I can't really walk too far without having to rest for a while. Darkwater Crossing is a difficult journey. Mind yourself.
Still here. I am at your command. You lead, I'll follow.
Mining is hard work, but we pay fair price for any ore you dig up. Ha! You showed those spiders a thing or two. Damn place is filled with this reddish mist. Can't see more than 10 feet in front of your face. But when you can sniff out a vein of iron like me, it isn't too much trouble. I'll buy everything you dug up.
The real work happens in places like this. Blood and sweat is what makes the world turn. Mining iron takes a lot of strength and special reinforced tools. I must have broken 5 or 6 pickaxes in the last few months alone. But now that I've got Rock Splinter here, I can cut through stone like a hot knife through butter. Fortune to you and your children.
What business do college mages have in a place like Sarthal anyway? It's a place for Nord dead. Bunch of weird experiments.
What do you need, my friend?
Annika used to help more with the mining, but nowadays she's a bit of a bounder. It's a shame our daughter couldn't make the journey herself, but at least she still thinks of us. If you wouldn't mind bringing this back to her for us, I'd appreciate it.
I have to wonder, what does the Dragonborn do once he's summoned by the Greybeards?
Greetings, sister. The finest skooma. Yeah, that's not gonna happen. That's your best, huh? Be on your way. Hey, watch it!
Disrespect the law and you disrespect me.
Sorry, but I'm not looking to hire any more crew. Fine work. Here's your pay. Don't spend it all on me. Right. See you round.
Farm work is hard work. It's good to relax when I can, but I still have to listen to my brothers harping about injustice.
Yeah? What? Got some fresh... Sure thing. It's your... I'll show you to your room. Right this way. That... Let me know if there's anything else you need.
Poor Nilsine has been wrecked since her sister was killed.
You know about Talos?
I'd
He founded the
appreciate it
Empire.
if you don't bother my wife, Tova. She's still in mourning. Our little girl died recently. I've been shouldering my days with strong mead, but nothing gives my Tova peace. I've been looking for an amulet of RK to remind my wife that our child is with the gods now, but I can't find one. Thank you. Those boots aren't worth the septims I do pay them. I'm not giving them coin I could give to good Nord workers. Bold words, but true. Fine, you win. I'll pay the Argonians more coin. Please forgive my mood. I'm still coming to terms with my daughter's death.
The Nords don't appreciate us. So what? I don't appreciate them right back.
Skyrim isn't very friendly for Argonians, so we mostly just keep out of the way. Shavi knows the dock doesn't look nice, but fresh air is good for the gills.
You're that one from the college. Heard about that. Don't suppose you'd enchant my sword. Dull old blade can barely cut butter.
We're one of the same kind, you and I. I'm glad to have met you.
Can I help you? The Nords don't appreciate
I wish the Nords are going
So
to...
what?
You talked
I don't
Torbjorn
appreciate
down?
them right back.
I'm impressed. Here I was saving this for a rainy day. Maybe now I can afford a few more for my people. Take it. May the earth beneath your feet be always soft. Ours is to smile at your passing, friend. Look, we don't have much love for your kind down here. Probably best if...
What business do college mages have in a place like Sarthal anyway? It's a place for Nord dead.
I'd travel more, but who wants to deal with all the soldiers these days?
I'm a sailor on the North Wind. We're laying over in Windhelm for a while.
Watch the skies, traveler.
I hope someday we'll get to know each other better. I see why the Nords like Skyrim. This crisp air is wonderful for the lungs.
I welcome you.
Take a look.
May your road lead you to warm sands.
Goods and wares of all kinds, and all can be yours.
I've got your back. I am at your command. Lead on.
Need a ride? Where do you want to go? Climb and back, and we'll be off. Solitude's famous for its Bard's College. Worth a visit if you've never been. Some of them can sing just...
I'm not interested, Jari.
You know
It doesn't matter how many times you ask.
You might want to rethink that. You're missing out on some wonderful opportunities working in that bar.
So exciting when new folk
If
come
you're
into
heading to the
town.
Blue
I
Palace,
bet
you
you've
might
had
want
plenty
to
of adventures.
rethink that outfit. Nothing at all. It's very nice. If you want something with a little more style, however, you should come by our shop, Radiant Raiment. We could fix you right up. You're really going to the Blue Palace? That presents an opportunity. If you are willing to wear one of Radiant Raiment's outfits and speak to the Jarl, I would not only pay you, but let you keep the outfit. Good. Here's the outfit. Try to get Elisif's opinion on it, and if she likes it, mention it's from Radiant Raiment. Remember Radiant Raiment. With a change of attire.
Unless we have specific business, I'm not interested.
Hello, yes. I'm the Dean of History, and scribe work when I can find some quiet time.
Lady Atia says my voice is second only to hers, but she's selling me short.
I'm Dean of Lute at the Bard's College, and no, I don't give private lessons.
Be careful!
Very good. Let's continue with our practice. Remember, it's your job to deliver these songs. Excite the crowd. Draw them in. They will love you for it.
Good evening. I'm Pantia Atia, the master vocalist.
Pardon me.
I swear to you, unnatural magics are coming from that cave. There are strange noises and lights. We need someone to investigate.
Then we will immediately send out a legion to scour the cave and secure the town. Hafengar's people will always be safe under
Your
my
Eminence, my scrying has suggested nothing in the area. Dragon Bridge is under Imperial control. This is likely superstitious nonsense.
Perhaps a more tempered reaction might be called for?
Oh, yes, of course, you were right. Falk, tell Captain Aldous I said to assign a few extra soldiers to Dragonbridge.
Thank you, Jarl Elisif. But about the cave?
I will have someone take care of the cave as well, Varnius. You can rest easy. You're dismissed.
I've got what I came for. I better get back to Dragonbridge. I've done my part. Dragonbridge will have extra guards. Falk Firebeard will find a way to take care of the cave. Until next time.
Do you have business with the court? Oh, right, the rum. Thank you. I developed a taste for it after a fair-weather trip to Hammerfell. Here, this is for you. You mean the Dragon Bridge issue? I'll be honest with you. I was planning to let that go. Varnius is a bit jumpy at the best of times. There have been reports of weird happenings near Wolfskull Cave. Travelers disappearing, odd lights. I suspect wild animals, or perhaps bandits. I don't think it's worth our time with the war going on. But if you want to clear out the cave, I'll make sure you're repaid for your work. The cave has a bad history. Long ago, Potema the Wolf Queen used it for necromantic rituals. That's where it got the name. That was over 500 years ago. Nothing much down there now. But everyone's always convinced the cave is haunted. Absolutely not. That wing has been sealed for hundreds of years, and for good reason. They say the ghost of Pelagius the Mad still haunts it. Ghost or not, there are reminders of his dark rule that are best left buried away. Feel free to return to me with questions. The Blue Palace is an open forum.
If you have business,
feel
please
welcome
see
in the
Falk
Court of
Firebeard,
Solitude.
my steward. With the passing of my dear husband Torrig, the weighty position of Jarl has fallen to me. Please direct questions to my steward. It's quite fetching, actually. The craftsmanship is excellent. Oh, really? Well, you can tell them that I will be putting in a request for a few dresses quite soon. Because that's what traitorous cowards do when they desire power. Ulfric coveted the High King's throne. He thought he deserved it more than Torrig. And so he came before my husband and he shouted. With that terrible voice. Like something out of a legend. Or a nightmare. When Ulfric unleashed such fury, my husband, he simply ceased to be. That is all I will say. For it grieves me to speak of it. Not yet, no. Although it is true my husband Torrig was the High King, and I am his widow. Now is not the time to lay claim to such a title. This land is riven by war, and her people suffer for it. The Stormcloaks are a blight on Skyrim, and like any blight, must be purged. Only then will I take my rightful place as High Queen. A question I am all too familiar with. One my very Thanes ask often. They worry that Tullius is so focused on the war that he risks forgetting what's best for our people. The real irony is that While General Tullius is certainly no Nord, the people of Skyrim would be lost without him. Trust is always difficult, especially for my people. Yet we must trust in Tullius's leadership. For what other choice do we have? Be well. Pray for Solitude and my husband.
Do you have business with the court?
If I needed something from you, you would know it. Nothing. I'm busy, and I don't like being bothered unless I'm expecting something from you. Oh, don't give me that look. Fine, I suppose I can find some menial task to set your mind on. We have something of a vampire problem. Bodies have been found with blood drained. I know of a den nearby you can wipe out as a precaution. I don't expect you to be capable of even that. I was, to my shame. The whole court was in attendance. I've seen much in my time, but that was a gruesome day. Because Ulfric needed a symbol. Someone he could defeat that represented the Empire. The White Gold Concordat, the banning of Talos worship. Toryg's father Islot had held Skyrim together for nearly 25 years. When he died, Toryg became that symbol. No, even after Islot died, the Moot voted to make Toryg High King of Skyrim. But Ulfric was at that Moot, continually talking about Skyrim's independence in terms just shy of treason. I don't think Ulfric knew how much Toryg respected him for that. If Ulfric had asked Toryg directly to stand up, to declare independence, Toryg might have done it. Because the Dominion is a sleeping beast that Skyrim cannot slay alone. Because many Nords are part of the Imperial Army even now. Because the food and resources we get from the Empire are important to our people. Because even if we can't openly worship him, Talos the God was once Tiber Septim the man, and this is his empire. And Toryg wasn't ready to let it fall apart. I was a member of the court during the reign of Toryg's father. It was Toryg who appointed me to the position. Very. I helped raise him. Oh, I could not have been more proud to see Toryg on the throne. He made a fine king. A fine king. I can teach you, but I won't be held responsible for what you do with the knowledge. Spells and incantations for those with the talent to cast them. Be quick. Take a look. Take care of yourself, and always remember, the world is ripe with people looking to spill your blood.
You should see me when you get bored, stranger.
I'm a little busy at the moment. I've got all sorts of errands to run.
As High Priest of the Eight Divines.
You're a traveler, correct? Have you been to White... Wonderful. I hadn't really hoped... My daughter Fura was assigned to... I haven't heard from her lately. I've tried talking to Captain Aldous, but he hasn't been any help. Oh, that's very sweet of you. Anything you can find out from Captain Aldous would be welcome news.
Waiting. Out with it. Generally, posting information is need to know only. I've been trying to find the time and place to let her know. The daughter was sent to Whiterun. The skirmishes there have been violent. The Whiterun legate, he needed to know the Stormcloak positions. He sent out a party to scout the area. They happened upon a large force. I'm told none of them made it back. Private Morard, Angela's daughter, was in that scouting party. She needs to be told.
It's good to see a fresh face. We mostly carry herbs and alchemical ingredients, that sort of thing. Before the war, our stock was mostly used for aromatic use in homes. Yes. These days, we have more people like you coming in, looking for healing and the like. You got Aldous to tell you something. I knew you would. What did he say? I told her. I told her the Imperial Army would kill her. That this was a war of Jarls and Imperial generals, and we had no part in it. She just wouldn't hear it. It was brave of you to come to me with this. I can't thank you for it, not for this. But you have done me a service. Huh?
Huh?
Got lots of things to take care of. What do you need? Huh? Not in your life. It's dangerous in there, and Falk doesn't even like me and Erdy going in every year to clean out the spiders. If you really want to, just be careful of the ghost. He snuck up on me once and scared me sick. It took a week for me to feel better. You can catch me at the Blue Palace later, if you want to talk again. Yes?
You know you can afford a septim or two.
say Ulfric Stormcloak murdered the High King. With his voice. Shouted him apart.
Well, you smell like a hag, Raven. Mama? Aww. I think there's something in the basement. I'm afraid to go down there. Mama! Did you need something, Mama? Hmm?